So like I was watching Paranormal show, probably Josh Gates. I think that's what's on right now. But anyways, so like I love the paranormal, right? And I love watching shows like Ghostbusters, Jack Osborne, and early days of like Ghost Adventures or whatever. And I was watching it and I was like, man, I was hearing the voiceover and I was like, what? Like it said like most haunted location, right? And I was sitting there and I was like, what honestly dictates a location to be considered the most haunted, right? So I sat there and I thought about it and I was like, okay, like places like Eloise, Trans Allegheny, different prisons and stuff that they've visited, Manzana's Bay, down in St. Augustine, like Fort and everything where there was a massacre. Those all make sense. Like they've had tragedy, you can find the history. People have shared their experiences there or whatever. Plus there's like tons of rumors that go around that kind of help build in that notoriety that those locations are really known for. So anyways, so like I looked it up and obviously it's the usual, history, experiences, the legends, the rumors, and then the experiences along with like the isolation and the building itself. So like the more dilapidated it is, apparently that makes it considered more haunted. I'm not entirely sure on that one. But anyway, so like those will take off the boxes, right? Like the Eloise, Trans Allegheny, stuff like that. Totally get it. But I want to know if there are more obscure or even lesser known locations that are actually more haunted than ones that are claimed to be the most haunted. So everyone who's watching this video, I want you to comment, message, duet, stitch, whatever platform you're listening to this on, give me your answer, give me your feedback. Tell me what you consider to be the most haunted location, like in and around your area, right? So like, I'm going to put up the key factors to consider when you're thinking about the location. I would love to hear from everyone about this. And obviously with that being said, I'm going to share mine. So I am in Jacksonville. And Jacksonville is pretty close to St. Augustine, right? Which would be like, oh, so St. Augustine. It's not that. It's not what I consider that. I consider Fort Caroline to potentially be the most haunted whenever you're thinking of the history and the tragedy that's happened there and everything else, like as a whole. So Fort Caroline was actually France's attempt at settling North America during the big shebang of Europe coming over and wanting to make settlements here in North America. So the settlement was back in 1564. It was done by the French Huguenots, and it only made it a year. And from a slew of things, but for the main one being that the massacre that the Spaniards did to the settlers is what really did them in the end. And I haven't really seen any investigations done at that location at Fort Caroline because it is considered a state park, so maybe that's why there's probably a little bit more red tape that goes behind trying to investigate those kind of locations. But like I said, just based off of the key factors, history, lore, tragedy, the isolation of the location. It's not necessarily the original fort, it's a replica, but I mean, you're kind of reenacting, and they do reenactments out there during, like its anniversary time or whatnot. I think it's like in September. But anyways, so that's mine. I can't wait for everyone else to share, comment, share, whatever, what you guys think is the most haunted location in your area. And with that being said, happy haunted and happy Tuesday.